This is SNN, the Smash News Network least busted name in news, and we're doing bonus features, and we're doing them fast. So let's do it. Here's the total electron content over the past 24 hours. Yeah, that's 1 day of total electron content forecast. And we're seeing major anomalies here in the southern hemisphere around places like Antarctica. So let's let that play through again, and you can see, boom, lots of electrons showing up here in unexpected locations. It's a normal feature that we see during high-speed coronal hole wind streams, which is what we're seeing now. We're seeing geomagnetic storm conditions. In fact, as a result of solar protons striking Earth's magnetosphere. What's causing those huge GPS errors would be free electrons when they're out of place. So it's almost like another Van Allen belt forming, as there's a lot of free electrons down here toward Antarctica. And when your GPS satellite has to communicate through those, you end up with a massive GPS error. Your signal gets all bent. That's what the total electron content forecast is showing. We've got some charging hazards as well. So charging hazards here over the Caribbean, northern South America, Central America, Mexico, and moving into the Central Pacific Ocean. Some free electrons building up on the surfaces of satellites. The GOES electron flux is completely flatlined. Well, it's pretty low. I'll just say that. It's pretty low. There you go. There's a little higher res. There's an even higher res. So, a normal thing we see during coronal hole high-speed streams is this cratering of the electron flux. And NOAA is forecasting it to go even lower here. So that looks promising for an ongoing coronal hole high-speed stream. I'm expecting about the next 24 to 48 hours to have continued possibilities of geomagnetic unrest or geomagnetic storm conditions. Anyway, here's the total electron, here's the electron flux, the relativistic electrons, as measured by the GOES 16 and 17 over the past year. To put it in context, we are expecting to see this drop down to about there. Next, we'll show the ionosphere. The F layer is located at about 300 kilometers of altitude. Feel free to pause the slide on this if you need to study this more. Electromagnetic radiation penetration, temperatures of the thermosphere, and chemical species and their location in atmospheric layers. All right, let's look at the ionosphere. Here's the vibrational frequency. And it looks like we're seeing huge low frequency anomalies here and big swings. So here's the anomaly gram showing anomaly at megahertz from the 30-day median. You can see those low frequency anomalies. And then you'll see some polar low frequency anomalies there. And then some rapid swings to high frequency anomalies. We'll let it play through one more time. And there is the current imagery, 9:45 universal time, anomalygram and ionogram. Low frequency anomalies over most of the eastern and central planet. Continuing on to a ground-based solar observatory. Let's press refresh. The National Sunspot Observatory's got lots. And this imagery is over 10 minutes old, but we'll show it anyway. It's from El Teide, Spain. And we've got a CME happening as we make the video. There's a coronal mass ejection happening right here. This filament is heading out, as you can see from the last images. So we may have to make another video about that if it's produced an Earth-facing coronal mass ejection especially. Here's your latest intensity gram and colorized magnetogram. Two sunspots, sunspot 3023 and 3024. 3023 and 3024, that is. And we usually show the 304 angstroms wavelength. Because it's a Saturday, let's give you a little treat here in our bonus segment. And we'll cover 284 angstroms, a wavelength we don't usually look at. But it's no less relevant. Let's see what it shows us in terms of these filamentary features. Again, there is a CME in the process of happening as we make the video. So this filament down here is in the process of ejecting at the moment. Too early to see it on the coronagraphs. So, and let's close out here with, what shall we do? What shall we do? having problems. All right, so let's, how about 335 angstroms? It's a nice wavelength. Just give that a minute to load. I apologize, we are streaming live. And it looks like a little flaring happening there. So that flaring and filament associated with sunspot 3024. So there's a bonus. Anyway, thanks for tuning into the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. It's about that time. We're putting up a meteorology segment next. Make sure you view us on YouTube wherever you're tuning in. And we'll see you soon. May that solar wind be at your back.